It's 30, but oh, wait, what? Give me a second. You know, need to pop the chat out. Okay, I think there we go. We're good. What's up, guys? Alright, so I want to make sure. I don't know if this character is on the league, or does it even matter if I start like I was looking at some YouTube videos, like it's better if you start like on where the league starts, even though if you died or whatever, your character still transfers to the gets to the standard. So I'm not sure if it matters right now if I'm in the league on this character or not. You know how the new one's coming up. I don't think it matters right now. Does it? And also, I have a question. If anybody's watching right now, whenever the new expansion comes or whatever the new league, do you have to create a new character or do you use the same one? Anybody know in the chat? What's up, Miguel? What up? What up? So you start a new league and a new character, right? Okay, cool. So the character that I have right now, it doesn't even matter if I'm on the league, right? Because I mean, it's about to end, right? So what I should do, since I'm like still learning the game, I should just figure out the game right now. Now since the new expansion, right? Okay, my shit is kind of lagging, I think. If you guys see any lag, let me know in the chat. Seems okay. But okay, so I also was on. I know you guys told me to put only to move and. Alright, good to know. They appreciate that, bro.
Still alive, are we? Farewell.
Let's get this quest done, dude. Is there a faster way to get to a location, or do you have to walk all the way over there? You guys know? People that have experience in the game. Like, you. Like, instead of me walking over, can I just portal over there? Or no? Or do I have to? Do I need to go through the whole fucking areas? Yeah, portal. How do I do it? No, I got some portals. Like, I got a portal scroll. Creates a portal to town, but that's only to town though. Is that what you're talking about, or do I gotta go somewhere? Yo, what's up? Woo, woo, yo, man. Waypoints. Waypoint. Guessing this is the blue ones over here. Go to town, then go south. Waypoints. We're talking about these. Ah, okay, there we go. Waypoints, right? So I'm guessing I'm able to port to the ones that the blue circle is in built. Ah, okay, good. Hey, appreciate that, bro. Ujo, man. Thanks for the tip. Okay. Now I don't have to. Now I know that I don't have to go through, you know. Wait, okay. I need to go. Okay. Go this way. Mud slot. Mud flat. That's mud flat's back. Sell your stuff too. Go down. Sell my stuff? The stuff that I have in my inventory? Wait, you're right. I mean, my shit is full. You're right. I need to sell. Need to make room. Fuck. Can I just drop it? Should I just drop it, or is it better to sell it? I mean, obviously it's better to sell it so you can get some money, right? How much money do I have? Does it even tell me? Dude, I'm not used to fucking the keybinds to attack. Let me switch this one. So that's the poison, and then the other one is def. Yeah, you need money. Definitely for sure. Headhunter. So sell them for sure, right? Alright. So, let's see. So this frost blades, range ice blades requires a melee, physical damage, cold damage. And then it's viper strike, dagger sword. Yeah, heals damage, fixes the damage. And my totems.
Good find, Exile. Welcome. Another good find.
Okay. So the assassins, it's like a melee and melee and a ranger combined, some shit like that. I was reading like looking at some YouTubes. So guys, how can I tell which like what is some good shit? Like I know the gray, you know, obviously the standard, common, blue, you know. I mean, I don't need to use a one, obviously, right? Claws. I should be using the claws. Let me check. 8 to 17 damage, 513. That's a good one, right, boys? That's a good one. You swap it for I should swap it for the hypnotic fang. Did I? That's that one. Put that one in. Oops. What the fuck did I do? Let me we're using the claws. I guess that was a little bit more. It gave me more damage. I guess. Fuck it. Another. That's what doesn't do a lot of damage. Scroll wisdom. Okay. The ledge. Guessing that's one of the undiscovered areas that haven't been. Let's check it out. Yep, here it is. Wait, what the fuck? I picked up something. What the hell did I pick up? Level 9, boys. Alright. Look at this. Oh no, how did it fucking...
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Alright guys, give me 1 second, I'm coming back. Wait a minute. Hold on boys, hold on.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
Don't I die if I go in? I think I die if I go in there.
I need more pockets.
Oh, I got it, dude. Oh, I got it for 30 fucking seconds. Wait, what? What is this? You may encounter large blue. Oh shit. What is this? Triple Momo. 30% increased stun duration to enemies. Just starting out, Joshua? Yeah, kinda, sort of, bro. I mean, I don't have much experience on this game. Let's just say that. Yo, cool boys, whoever's watching the stream right now, I have a question for you guys. For you guys that have experience in the game. So whenever the new patch comes on, you know, coming up next couple days, yeah, you start the new league starts, new character, right? You start a new character. But what do you guys focus on? Like, do you like try to beat the game fast? I mean, you level up fast. I mean, what's the whole point of the league, or what do you exactly do? I use Quicksilver Flash to move faster. Highly recommended in low levels. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, and just appreciate that tip, bro. I guess I have to buy it. It's a great game. I started back in 2012. Need anything, let me know. For sure, bro.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
We all have different goals. All right. What exactly is what's your goal, Joshua, for the league coming up, the new patch? What would be your goal? I'm just trying to have an idea what exactly, like, you know, whenever the league starts. I mean, I really don't know what the fuck that means.
The Earths of raid class.
I'm trying to get as much information before the new league starts, so you know, have an idea what's up. And also, do you guys, whenever the new league starts, do you guys use the same character, or do you guys choose a different character for, you know, for every league that comes out? Driftwood Mall. Me personally, I hope to hit Guardians by day 2. Means I have to map the maps by day 1. Each league is fresh to start. What is a Guardian, dude? Or what's a Guardian do? Is it like top ranks or something like that? Or well bone rapier, 35% global critical.
I need more pockets.
What is this? This is the one-handed sword. Okay, so how do I take off the yam? How do you take off the yam? There you go. Do this, do that. Oh shit, I can't get it. Can I identify it? I click on this. Go. Change that right here. I don't got no green sockets. Reforged magic guy with new random modifier. What's there's a magic I'm gonna Guardians are like mini bosses. Then you go down before Shaper. There. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, so Guardians are mini babs. So I'm guessing you're trying to kill or beat Guardians at day 1, or by day. You said. A 3.3 life generations. What was that? Pick that up. 3x3, there it is right here. There we go. Pain boots.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I need more pockets.
Purple. Gotta run. Any questions? Feel free to shoot me a DM. Alright, Joshua, take it easy, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Let's plate armor. Well, I'm not a large amount of flask.
I need more pockets.
Oh, skill passive. Oh shit. Yo, what up, dude? How do you whispers? Copper sword, a chain, glass chain, a ball, man. Have you been learning the game? Sort of. Still trying to learn. I feel like I need I feel like I need a bow just in case for long range. So let me go ahead and remove some. Wait, I'm being attacked, dude. But I'm not a fuck it, dude. Wait, I can't use a bow. Oh, I'm so dead. There we go. Let's see. So I have my claw still, and then I got this one. Okay, okay. Helping by this, I'm going over the game right now with two other guys. What is it? Give me a second, bro. Let me get on Discord real quick. You see, alright, Joe. Server will be Yo,
What's up, Munch?
yo, what's up, dude? What up, what up?
Not much. This is James from yesterday, bro.
Oh, what's up, James?
Not much. I see you're still level
Yeah,
9.
dude, I'm still trying to, I mean, I kinda know what's going on, but I'm still kind of lost, bro. It's just,
You have
I feel like
no
too much.
idea.
I feel like it's too much going on in this game, bro.
I mean, that's how it is when you first start, like, because it's so overwhelming trying to learn a new game that is already so well into its own process.
Right.
But I mean, like, once you actually learn, like, the gist of it, you sit there and be like, damn, like, why couldn't I figure that out before?
Right, right.
So, like, the last thing that I remember us talking about was moving your default attack to move only. Did you
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that?
I got that. Yeah, I took care of that.
Do you understand why people do it?
No, no, no. Why
I
exactly?
do, so you don't get like accidentally get stuck somewhere in big
Oh, yeah.
mobs and stuff.
Yeah. So, you mean, like, as you go through the game, like, there's times to where, like, you just don't want to be bothered killing something, or there's times where there's multiple monsters, and instead of just attacking one time to each monster, you have your skills, which I saw yesterday. You're using Viper Strike and Frost Blades.
Right.
So your Frost Blades is a attack that it will hit multiple enemies at the same time. So when you run into a pack of monsters, instead of hitting them one by one, you just use Frost Blades over and over again to kill them all at the same time.
Yo, what's a silver coin?
Silver coins are for there's like a side quest things that you can do.
Should I save them though, or?
Yeah, like they're for what's called prophecies.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I saw some YouTube videos yesterday about that.
Yeah, it's like a reward process for quest. So you mean like some rewards, or some of the prophecies will give you, different items. Other prophecies will give you upgraded items.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, I would definitely hold on to.
All right, cool. Somebody yesterday was telling me that there's no need for me to use any auto attacks. Pretty much just abilities. Is that true? Or?
Yes.
I was just confused about that.
Is this
Yeah.
the streamer guy?
Yeah. How much are you streaming right now?
Yeah.
Okay. No, like, people don't use default attack because it doesn't. So the way the game works is throughout your massive passive tree that we have, right?
Right.
Your passive tree and your gear and items that you have will bonus your DPS for your specialized skills. And then we have the sockets in our items
Yeah.
that are linked to each other for support. So for instance, for your frost blades, if you have like a frost blades in your chest piece, let's say, and it's linked with added cold damage, then that added cold damage will only work for your frost blades. So your support gems, you know, boost up your specialized skills and only your specialized skills to where like your default attack, at level 70 might do 1,000 damage,
Right.
but your specialized skills will do 13,000 damage, and they attack either multiple times. There's a support skill in here. It's
I'm
called
so
multi-strike.
good at
It's where you
this.
attack
Scam.
3 times instead of just once.
Okay.
So
So
you're
you don't use
specialized.
you only use ability, right? You don't use auto.
Yes. No, I use only abilities.
Gotcha.
In the beginning, maybe a little bit until you can, because there are times where like you don't have any way to get mana back except for your potions, and if you spam your potions.
Hold on, bro. Let me turn you off because I can't barely hear you.
Yeah,
no.
sorry, that's
Who's that? Aussie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Turn you out to. Go ahead.
I would use auto attack every once in a while, like in the very beginning of the character, only because if you spam your mana too much,
Yeah.
You'll run out,
Right.
and say like on a big boss or something like that, and then you just sit there running around in circles waiting for your mana to come back. But in that case, there are other things that you should be doing, but it's just an alternative solution to a problem that you might run into.
Right. Also, you know how the new patch or whatever, or the new league is coming up. So do you guys
Yeah.
start a new character, or how does that work? Somebody was telling me you start a new character every league.
All right. So right now your character is in what's called Delve League. So like the leagues are pretty much 3-month-long events,
Right.
and then once the league is over,
Just need a moment to
then
catch
all
my
the
breath.
characters in Delve League will be added to Standard League. Standard is just the base game.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, there's no like unless they made some of the mechanics from the league into the core of the game itself, then that will be in Standard. So like right now, if you made a character in Standard, you won't be able to see the Delve that you were looking at yesterday, because
Okay.
it's not part of the game. Most people do create a new character every league.
But is it the same? Y'all use the same character or a different? Y'all do a different one.
You make a brand new character, basically.
Yeah, you
That's
make a
just-
brand new character.
But it all depends. Like if you want to keep the, I mean, try the same one, right? The same class.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Right,
You
right.
just start with absolutely nothing. It's like Diablo season if you
Right.
play
Right.
Diablo.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to explain it. But you mean like when you start a new league, you don't have to start with the same character you left off on. You can create anything you.
Right. Oh, shit. Wait,
Actually,
what?
Yeah, the way the game that, if I had to take away from like Diablo, the difference in this is that you have one skill that you're primarily going to use almost the whole time. If you have Frostblades, then you're probably going to use Frostblades just about 99% of the times. You can fudge that a little bit, like Frostblades isn't
I
very
need
good at
more
killing
pockets.
bosses. So you may put Frostblades on something like in your gloves where you only have 4 total links to support it,
Mhm.
and put something like Molten Strike which is very good at killing bosses, in your chess piece, and support it with 5 other supports. But you know, that's the mix and match game. But for the most part, you're going to have one ability and over time grow its strength while supporting it.
Pretty much like any other game, there's like classes, right?
Right.
I try to tell people, whatever game you played before, try to forget about it, right? Because with Path of Exile, any character, whether it's a witch, ranger, shadow, duelist, whatever case may be, can use any skill in the game. But there's 3 different categories of what your character can do. There is boss killing, which is, you know, really good single target damage. There's magic finding. I mean, there's boss killing. There's clear speed, which is like you kill everything really quick besides for bosses. And then there's support characters. Support characters are, you know, like your auras and shit like that. And then, you know, there's a small percentage of, you know, people, which is like the more experienced people, who can create a character that is good for both clear speed and boss killing. But once you get into doing 2 things at the same time and being good at it, they become very expensive for in-game currency. So you'll hear the word meta a lot. So like lately, leagues have been having the meta class is being like Blade Vortex, any kind of arc build,
These are
and
usually skills that got buffed when the patch came out or something like that, and then, you know, people started building a whole bunch of different things around that, so
yes,
that's why overpowered usually is.
yeah. And then there's items in the game that make an entire build. So like you'll hear what's called Poet's Pen a lot. You know, they're items that are really kind of broken right now.
The black spirit infect.
For a multitude of reasons, but difficult to explain and go into right now. You mean, so before you actually make your character, you mean like you just gotta sit down and think, well, you mean like, what do I want to do? Do I want to be able to kill bosses? But when I'm killing regular enemies, you know, it takes me, you know, like, not that it takes you a long time, but, you know, it just doesn't move as fast as, you know, other characters would, you know, to kill things faster.
Right.
Do you want a clear speed build? Do you want to just go and kill shit really quickly and forget about bosses? You know, very few people make a support character unless they're playing with other people.
Right. Okay.
Generally speaking, you do clear speed first, then a bosser.
So for the character that I have right now, I was looking at invasions and attack speed and some crits. I don't know, but I heard I was watching some YouTube videos. They were saying that it's better to have go for the life, have more health, or something.
Yeah. Well, see, once you, this is where the game gets complicated. Right, because once you pick out, okay, I want to be a clear speed build. I want to kill all mobs, you know, fast, and not really worry, you know, and take longer times on bosses.
Or skip bosses altogether.
Yeah. Then it breaks down into, okay, I want a clear speed build. Now you're probably looking at a Frostblade build, so it's okay. Frostblades, Frostblades crit, you know, for critical strikes, or do I want to go non-crit? Most Frostblade builds don't go crit. There's a part in the passive tree, it's called Resolute Technique, that makes your attacks cannot be evaded. So it means you have 100% hit chance.
Huh?
But then you can't do any critical strikes. Which, whatever. I mean, like, some people like going crit chances, other people don't. It's based on your own playstyle. Some people like going life, and then there's another form of life. It's called energy shield. You know, most players, they do go life, just because energy shield gets too complicated and cost a lot.
A lot. Yeah.
So
But for Frostblades, there's generally within the game there are kind of like checkpoints, DPS checkpoints, and then like know the fight checkpoints and health checkpoints. There are one-shot mechanics in the game that no matter what you do, you're probably gonna die if you get hit by it, so you gotta move. But for like a clear speed, you're looking at hovering around 4,000 HP, and that's still one-shottable to many things. But because you kill stuff so fast, it's less a priority to worry about. So then you can just kind of dump most of your points into damage nodes, so that you just kill stuff even faster.
Yeah.
On the opposite end, you're looking 7,000 plus HP and less damage. A lot less damage.
All right. So for instance, you're level 10 right now, right?
Yeah, but 8 or 9 or... Where do I check?
You're level. If you hit the C button, it'll show.
Yeah, I'm 10.
All right. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna remake a character, and I'll run through content with you.
Wish I had somebody like that help me when I first started. All my friends were like, "This game's dumb."
Yeah, it was designed to like you back then. Barely like you now. Alright, yeah. Actually, let me call my daughter before she goes to sleep.
Do you have a Frostblades build that you could like run around and show him what he's aiming towards?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
My very first Frostblades build was awful. It was one of my first characters. And when you don't know a whole lot about the mechanics, you die a lot because you don't know what to dodge and whatnot. Oh man, it was so frustrating. And then I quit that league. And then the next league, I tried it again, but knew more.
Right.
Alright. Munch, let me ask you a question. Are you following someone's build?
No, dude, I'm going just...
Or are you just kind of winging it?
Yeah,
just trying to jump into the game?
Yeah, I'm not... I don't even know any builds.
Try to figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing it myself, dude. I'm just... going along.
I think he's AFK.
Oh, yeah, he muted himself.
Oh, my bad, dude. I thought I was... I could hear you guys, but I was talking all this time. I didn't know I was muted.
Nah, that's cool.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah. I was just going it by, you know, I'm not following no guides. I'm just going.
All right. The one thing that I tell a lot, or every single new player, there are people that make a living making guides for newer players. So, like, I always tell people, look on YouTube, you know, look to see, you know, different kind of skills that the game offers, see how it works, you know, because like there's different play styles for everyone. Some people like to be up close and personal. Some people like to be casters. Some people like to use bows. You know what I mean? So just jumping into the game, you're gonna sit there and be like, okay, you know, and you see this massive passive tree, and you're like, okay, you know, I want to grab, you know, all the passive nodes that are right here that I can see right now. And unfortunately, the game doesn't work in that way. I wish it did.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean like going about it the way you are right now, you're gonna hit what we call a learning curve and a threshold to maybe like act 5 or 6, and then afterwards won't be able to, you know, you won't have enough life or enough damage to progress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Is that because you
like,
you screw up the build or something?
yeah, like the passive tree
Right.
is really the key fundament of your character's build. You mean, so like I tell people all the time, like, all right, so like if you like Frostblade right now, right?
Okay, yeah.
Here, let me see something. What is your account name? Your account name is Munchies36425215.
Yeah. So, let me ask you, the quest lines, whenever it's highlighted like orange, is that like a difficult quest or?
Wait, no. So all the quests will pop up in orange.
Okay, so okay, because there's some blue ones that I have, which it says optional, and then I got a orange one. I
Yeah,
thought it was
so
different type of difficulty.
no,
Oh,
so
okay.
like they'll all pop up. Optional ones are ones that you don't have to do to progress to the next act.
But do I need to do the optional ones, or I mean, just more
No.
XP or what?
All right, so there's some optional quest that you want to do, like, so optional quest, it's like if you do them, you get a reward for them.
Okay.
So some optional quest will give you an additional skill point. Some will give you a regret point.
The black spirit in
You know, to where you can change your passive tree a little bit.
Right.
You know, some will give you items. You know, things in that nature to help you along your journey through the content.
Yeah.
All right, and you have your privacy settings on hidden, so I can't see your account. So
You talking about on Steam or what?
no, your Path of Exile account.
I have no idea. How do I what do I should I put it on online or what?
Nah, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. So I'm gonna find something. Do you like Frostblades?
I mean that's like a range spell. I mean, pretty much. I mean that's the spell that I'm pretty much using right now.
Okay, but
I mean,
what do you like it?
I mean, is there any other abilities that I will get later on, or is these the only two that I'm gonna get? The Viper and the Frost.
No. So all right. So if you go, you're in Act 1 right now.
Right.
Now, you're only level 10,
Okay.
right? But go back to town.
Go back to town right now.
Yeah,
Alright, hold on.
there you can use a town portal.
Yeah, I got
and-
one. Okay. Okay.
All right, now you're in Act 1, so talk to the girl named Ness. And then when you hit purchase items, she'll have 2 tabs, 1 and 2 on the top.
What's her name?
Nessa,
Okay.
Nessa.
Yeah.
Hello.
If you go to tab number 2, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Don't tell Tarkley.
Let me sell some.
Sorry about that. All right, so yeah, so now you're in the second page of Nessa, right?
How do I know?
What do you see right? Oh no, okay. So you talk to Nessa, you hit purchase item.
Yeah, I talked to Nessa and I have Tarline, Lion's Eyes Watch, Roas, Vestal. Purchase items, sell items.
Yeah. Yeah. So now hit purchase item.
Yeah? Okay.
You'll see there a bunch of belts and wands and
Right.
shit like that. At the very top of the page of your purchase, it'll say 1 and 2.
Yeah?
Just click on.
Click on 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So now that you're on the second page, the skill gems right there that she's offering to sell to you
Uh-huh.
are what you have currently available to use at your level. So some of them are attack skills, some of them are support skills,
Mm-hmm.
and like so you have like frost blades, viper strike, you have contagion.
It's only are these abilities are only available for this character or any character? Or the
No,
same?
like they're available for any character.
Oh, okay.
But those there are the abilities that you can buy
For that,
on that character
for that level,
at
right?
this time.
Okay.
Yeah. So later on in the game, you'll have a chance to buy every single skill, every single support, all at one NPC, all at one person. But right now, the skills that you see are what you have available for that character.
Oh, okay.
So you mean like if you go through it, you mean shit, I don't even know what you get it as an assassin or as a shadow.
Oh,
you
it
mean-
says okay. I was gonna ask which ones are the supports, but it actually tells you in the thing.
Yeah, like
Like this one tells you
not-
summon phantoms on kill support, or no? Is that like support or no?
Yes, so that's a support. So, well, it's a support attack skill. So, let's say you're using, if you have summon phantasms on kill support linked with.
When you say link, what do you mean, dude?
Okay, so, you
Like
have
Jan's attachment or like, or what?
All right, so if you look at your chest piece right now, right?
Yeah.
Or like, or whatever items you have. Okay, you'll have sockets in each item.
Yeah.
Okay, and in between each socket, there'll be like a bridge connecting.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, like that's what we call links,
Okay.
right? Because not, you mean like you won't always have them bridged together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like sometimes you'll see an item with 6 sockets, and it'll be like 3 of them are bridged together, and then you'll have 2 of them that are linked together, and the last one is just by itself. So like there, you mean like if you have your frost blades, and then, you know, within all the connections, if you have summon phantasm support with it, then every time, or like you have a chance of every time you kill an enemy, a minion will pop up and help you attack as well. So you mean like if you actually read the skill gem, it'll say, you know, like what it does.
Right. Yeah. I see that.
Other skill gems, right, only work with certain support gems, or certain support gems only work with certain attack skills. You mean like some things only work for, you know, projectiles, other things help out minions, some help out everything. You mean like some things help out physical damage, you know? So that's where knowledge comes into play, which is where I normally tell people you're better off just following following someone else's build that, you know what I mean, that makes these guides for you, until, you know, because as you go along you'll learn more about the game. But if your character keeps on dying over and over again, you're not really progressing. You're gonna be like, oh well, fuck this game. This game sucks. Nobody wants that. So what I just did was I looked up a assassin, or a shadow Frostblades build,
If you look below the name of the skill, you will see
and came
skill,
up
for
with
example, Eternal Knife. It's a projectile and a spell,
these
so everything
different
about the spell
builds
and
right
person
here.
will make it strong.
So
okay.
I'm gonna send you
Thanks for the tip, Remy. Appreciate that, bro. I see.
build guide right here.
Okay.
Like they're called build guides.
Right.
Okay. All right. So now here. This is for your Frostblades.
Okay.
You mean he'll show a little video of, like, at the very beginning of, you mean how it looks at the end of the game, and you can see, you know, if you think that you like it just from that quick video.
Where you link it on Discord?
I just linked it in Discord. Yeah.
Alright.
So once you click on that, you mean it'll say 3.4 Frostblades Assassin, SFF, meaning solo self-found.
Uh-huh.
Meaning that, you mean there's no real big, crazy items that you absolutely have to have for the character.
Mm-hmm.
There's always room to get better.
Okay.
So like based off of that little 10-second clip, do you think that's something that you would?
Checking it right now, dude.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah. Also, that's Frost. That's the ability, right? That you're talking about, the Frostblade.
Yeah, that's Frostblade.
But there's plenty other different ones, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
there's a bunch of different ones, right? Different combinations or whatever, or
Yeah, like there's different combinations of Frostblades. There's different skills that you can use. Like I was just giving you, an example of what your Frostblades could be. Because Frostblades could be done, starting off as a shadow. It can also be started off as a duelist, which will turn into a bigger conversation of what is called ascendancies. Like shadow, duelist, things like that. Those are the characters that you make based upon two things or three things. What skill you want to use.
Is it choice?
What part of the passive tree you want to start in. And then finally what ascendancy you want to use. Like your ascendancy is like your subclass. Here, I'm gonna send you a link right now.
okay. So here I got Eternal Knives and Spectral Throw.
Okay.
So, which I have Viper Strike and also the Frost Blades. So out of all these abilities, I also have the Flame Totems and all the Orbs of Storm. But,
okay.
So, should I just like focus on like the ability that I really want to use a lot, and then try to
so what you'll
with
do?
The tree, or?
Yeah. So what you'll do is you'll find a skill that you really like. Right. That you really like, and then once you find that skill you really like, that's the skill that you'll use.
And also open it between the shop.
95% of the time.
I don't know if you did or not, but
if not 100% of the time.
You had. I appreciate the tip, Remy.
You'll build your passive tree to make that skill
I don't
better.
think you did though, but thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know.
And then you'll get different items to make that skill better, as well as building your survivability, which is like your life and things like that. But it all starts off with what skill you want to use. That's why I tell people a lot of times, what kind of character do you think you would like? Most players that came to this game started off playing Diablo 2. So coming from a Diablo 2 background, this game was derived off of Diablo. The people who made this game built Diablo. So a lot of background comes from that
Remy,
game. So
I'm not sure, bro. I think I'm
really liked, let's say, Whirlwind back in Diablo 2.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
there's
do
a
you mean?
skill in the game. It's called Cyclone.
Uh-huh.
That's the same exact thing. You know, so if people like a Whirlwind Barbarian, you know, then you would like a Cyclone character here in Path of Exile. If you liked, you know, the Hammerden, you know, that's more of like a Spectral Throw character.
Yeah.
You mean like, did you ever play Diablo 2 or Diablo 3?
I mean, I played the first Diablo and a little bit of Diablo 3, but wasn't really like, you know, I didn't put a lot of hours, but I did try it out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm a little bit familiar, but I'm not, you know, not a lot.
Okay, so I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to
We'll be able to
YouTube.
see. All right. Oh yeah, I'm in Delve League, bro. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. That was muted. Okay.
Once you're in YouTube, just type in 3.4 PoE beginner build. First thing that pops up for me is 5 powerful Delve League starter builds.
What you said? 3. What do you want me to search up? Hello? Yo.
Yeah.
What you say to search up?
3.4
Uh-huh.
PoE beginner builds.
Okay.
Now the first thing that pops up for me is a video made by Lifting Nerd Bro
Yeah.
called 5 powerful Delve League starter build.
Yeah, I see it.
Click on that video, watch that. He'll show you 5 different, I think he shows you like 8 different types of characters that are good for, you know, beginners, as well as what's good for beginning a new.
Uh-huh.
It's not until you put clones running around Chief Total Champion that I originally designed a long time ago and specifically for Uber.
You know, so he'll show a, he'll show you a minion build. He'll show you a build for, you know, up close and personal. He'll show you what's called a totem build, a witch build, a totem build using spells.
Yo, is this how the game's supposed to be? Like, kill mobs or whatever enemy fast?
No. You mean, like, there's multiple aspects of it. You know, some people, so Zuzi, for instance, he's in a channel right now. Zuzi likes killing monsters fast. You know, he's one of those people that wants to kill everything as fast as possible, so that he can just get currency in the game, or, you know, getting different items in the game.
Oh, okay.
And then there's other people like myself and other people, and, you know, different people also, that, you know, there's certain items that you can only get off of certain bosses.
Right.
Besides trading.
Yeah, besides for trading. But, you know, I like to kill, you know, the harder bosses to get the, you know, to get those items that you can only get from those monsters. But, you know, a lot of items you can get just from any random monster in the game. Zuzi will, you know, get more currency, you know, more chaos orbs and things like that, and he'll get, you know, some good unique items. but then he'll end up paying me, you know, to get, you know, the big ticket items.
Right.
You mean, so it's a balance between of how you like to play.
That's why one build that can do everything is so expensive, because people know that and they're willing to capitalize.
Yeah. So like that's why like most people, they'll have multiple characters. One for killing everything and another character for killing bosses.
Gotcha.
You mean, and then there's people that will only play one character for 3 months. That shit ain't me.
No. He makes a new character, no joke, like every 3 days.
Hey, so let me ask you some. So whenever the new patch comes out, are you guys gonna play it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the first thing you guys gonna try to do, or I mean, what's just main concern?
Well,
Just trying to level up high, or I mean,
we are a little bit different. So there's a few of us in this Discord that, well, most of us in the Discord are part of a guild, right? We're all part of the same guild,
right?
And we play together all the time. So like we play league start, or what we call league start when the league first starts,
Right.
as a team. So we'll have, so for instance, on this Friday, we have Zuzi. He is a clear speed person. He's a person that just likes to kill shit quick, but not the harder monsters. You know, all the white monsters that die real quick, he likes killing all of them. We have another guy who likes to do bosses. You know, he makes, you know, a character that does really high DPS and can kill bosses very easily. And then me and another guy, you know, we don't care what we play. Like, I'll make 30 characters throughout the next 3 months. The other guy will make 2 characters, maybe 3. But he doesn't care what he plays. So what we're doing is we have Zuzi as a person that kills all the white monsters, like all the trash that we call. We have one guy as a boss killer, and then me and the other guy are going to be support characters. So one guy will have all the auras to buff up everyone's DPS, like everyone's damage, and then I'll be another support which will curse all the monsters to make them hit less, or hit for less damage, and will take more damage as well.
Gotcha. Yeah. For one.
But most people, what they do is they try to level up as fast as they can, getting through Act 1 through 10 as fast as possible, just so that they can get into what we call maps, our end game content, so that they can start leveling up higher, finding items to sell, and killing all the different bosses and things like that.
The advantage of what we're trying to do is when you're in a group, the amount of items that drop increases. So, and the rarity. So more rare stuff can drop. And hold on.
So you mean, so like what he was explaining was, the more people in a group that you have, so you can have up to 6 people in one group.
Okay.
The more people you have, it will increase what's called item rarity. You know, the better items to drop. It will also increase item quantity, meaning that the amount of monsters you kill, you have that much, you know, that percentage more items being dropped off of those monsters.
Okay.
But
is what you're really looking for is raw currency drops, like we talked about, the chaos orbs and stuff like that. So then we pull all our resources together and try to max out our builds as fast as we can.
Oh, okay,
But the
okay.
downfall with having more people, like if you have more people, yeah, you get more rarity and quantity, but it also makes the monsters hit a percentage harder,
Yeah, they get some
as
kind of
well
both.
as have, yeah, like they also get a percentage of more life. You mean, so it's a give and it's a give or take. So being in a group, you really need to work as a group to be successful.
Which is why we have supports. So like my character is not very good at killing high level stuff
Uh-huh.
without a support character. So I can farm on my own like a tier 3 map or something, no problem. Once I start getting up into the red maps, which is like tier 10 and up, it becomes detrimental to my health, basically, unless I have somebody there to make the monsters weaker and take more damage, so that I don't die. Because when you die, there's an XP penalty.
Which are things that you'll learn along the way. You know, like I told you, playing the game from Act 1 through 10, it takes, you know, newer players, it takes them a longer time because one, you don't know where you're going, you don't know where each zone is, you're still trying to learn the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
lost.
that's
Yep.
why, you mean, like that's why it's called well, we call it a tutorial of how the game works, you know, how each skill works, you know, and you find your way across, you know, where you're supposed to go, what skills do what, which ones you like. And then once you get the concept of it, then you end up, you know, as much as it sucks, you end up remaking a character because it's always like, okay, well, I know I fucked up my passive tree. I don't have the currency to, you know,
When you say
remake
currency, what do you mean, dude?
like orbs.
Orbs?
So yeah, so in this game, so in Diablo, World of Warcraft, all other games, you have what's called gold, and you can buy items from merchants or buy items from other players with gold, or trading item for item. In this game here, there's a currency system. So we don't have gold. We have different levels of gold. You know, so we have, you know, transmutation orbs, orbs of alteration, chance orbs, you know, all these different types of currency that we can then buy items with.
But the currency itself is used to manipulate items. And as such, each one is worth more because of what you get out of it, type of thing. So it's a really odd system.
So every orb that I find, I should just save it up or pick it up or whatever.
Always pick them up. But there are some items in the game. So what we call lower currency, transmutation, alteration, chance orbs, alchemy orbs, things like that. You can buy items through the NPCs, the merchants in game.
Yeah. Okay.
All other currency, chaos orbs, you know, fall orbs, regret orbs, you know, things like that. Those are the higher currency that players like to use because of their benefits. So each orb will has a specific use for it. So the transmutation orbs, I'm sure you found one or two of them by now. You know, upgrades a normal item to a magic item. So it takes a white item that is just a regular armor, regular shield, sword, whatever the case may be, and make it into a magic item to give it more properties, you know, make it hit harder or make it attack faster, things like that. Alteration orbs reforge a magic item with, you know, with new random modifiers.
Gotcha, good.
You know, so each orb has a specific purpose, and you know, people like to use those purposes for their own needs.
Okay.
But there's I know it seems confusing, but think of it kind of like a stock market. It's always in fluctuation. So there are ways to see what is worth what. For example, an exalted orb. It's one of the rare drops.
Right.
What it does is you have a yellow item, which is a rare item, and rare items can only have up to 6 properties. If it doesn't have 6, you can use an exalted orb, which will put on a random modifier. Now, there's a lot more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. Now, this specific orb, one of them, I think at this time, is worth 120 chaos, which is another type of orb. So that's how it's kind of based. So like everything's kind of like chaos orb based. I would consider that like the dollar, I guess.
Munchie.
What up?
Not to throw you off any more than what you already are. I already know we're throwing a lot of information at you, and it's getting confusing, and it's like, holy fuck, this game is so confusing. Trust me, I know. You're still on YouTube, right?
I mean, I can pull it up, bro. No problem.
All right. Well, real quick, I'm gonna send you this here, this link, right?
Okay.
There's a guy in the Path of Exile community called Engineering Eternity. Okay, he has gone out of his way to make beginner guides, part 1 through I don't know how many, right? But you know, do you play with 1 monitor or 2?
I got 2 monitors on me.
All right. So like, as you're playing, as you're doing shit, or even when you're bored, like, I'm not sure if you're really into the game or not. But he has a bunch of like 7 to 10 minute videos.
Okay.
And he really he's really able to explain each concept step by step. So part 1, I'm about to send you. It's an introduction to the game, what the game is, how it started, things like that. And then part 2, you know, he explains the passive tree. Part 3 is loot filters, like we were talking yesterday. Part 4 is currency. You know what I mean? You mean like it all? You know, he relatively breaks down every step of the way.
Okay, cool.
There you go. I just put it up in what's it called?
On your Discord?
Now, yeah, in Discord.
Okay.
Now, these videos are a little bit older. You know, they're made from like a year or 2 ago. But it'll give you the basics of what the game is, how it works, because it hasn't changed that much since then.
Right.
You know, so you'll get a better concept. Because I think right now, I mean, I'm a player that's been playing for the past 10 years, and it's hard for me to explain. I'm not a teacher. I'm a person that's like, hey, I'll run you through Act 1 through 10 together, and we'll learn along the way. You know, if you have any questions about, oh, what, you know, this here just dropped, what's that? You know, things like that. That's how I teach.
Yeah, I don't mind watching him and just, you know, when he he has a question or something, but I don't want to correct him every step of the way. Because then he's not learning.
Yeah. You mean like I tend to sit there and take 2 or 3 days out of out of my way and sit there like, okay, you run around, you kill shit, I'll just follow you, and then like let you learn your way through the game, and if you have any questions, I'm there with you.
Right.
You could charge for that service.
I've thought about it. Let me tell you, I've come close to quitting my job quite a few times, but you know what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna be a streamer. I'm known enough right now.
So what's the highest level that you can max out, or what?
100.
100. Oh.
Yeah, so you can reach level 100, but it's very hard. You'll get from level 1 to 70 pretty simply. Just going through game content, the tutorial, what we call.
Exile.
And then after level 68, that's when you become into, end game content.
What level? 68.
But yeah, like around at level 67, 68 is when you're in Act 10, and you're about to finish up Act 10. And then that's when you get into what we call maps in our end game content.
Okay.
And then you'll level through your maps to reach higher level.
Hey, so what's about the mining, the underground mine? Is that something that I need to clear it all or explore?
So those there are the delves.
Yeah.
That there is a league specific mechanic that they just implemented for this league. That there is just one big dungeon that goes on forever, and it gets harder and harder the deeper you go. But right now, through Act 1 through 10, the delve, or the labyrinth, some people call it. Well, no, because the labyrinth is a whole different thing.
Right.
But the delve, or the dungeon, it progresses with you until you reach level 68. And then once you get to level 68, then you have to start traveling deeper by yourself.
Okay.
And that's a game mechanic that it's not really going to benefit you doing until you're level 68 or more, because it's nothing in there but experience, items and things like that. But your main goal right now, because it gets kind of difficult, your main goal is to just learn the game.
I shouldn't be worrying about that right now, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so what you really like, by the time you're done the story, you're about 70-ish, with maybe a little bit of grinding depending how far you make it, and then it's in the maps, and then that's where everything opens up. Delve usually is where you can do the mapping, end game.
I mean, how long does it take to clear, to complete the story?
It depends on the person, honestly. So on Friday, so like normally, with me having absolutely no gear whatsoever at the beginning of a league start, it'll take me about 6 hours to between 6 and 7 hours to get from Act 1 through Act 10.
Fastest is like 3 hours though.
With You know, like when I have items and stuff like that, like a week into the leagues, when I have money and I have stuff for lower characters to use, then it takes me about 3 to 3.5 hours to get from Act 1 through 10.
Oh, okay.
But you mean like right now, it might take you, you know, a day or two to get through game content. You know, because you don't know which ways to go.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, I'm really trying to get into this game, dude. I mean,
It's very satisfying once you start understanding. I've been in this. I have 2,000 hours, and I just killed like the very first big boss of the game, because I just took so long. There's a million other things that I want.
right.
Yeah, like he took his sweet ass time.
Much you will
doing
get better
other
and
things.
better, but bro, appreciate it.
You mean
Appreciate it,
the
ladies
one thing
and
I
stuff.
will say, this Discord right here,
Yeah, I'm
this
just gotta
guild
keep playing
Discord,
more, and now
this
you know,
guild was built
I'll get the hang of it.
upon
You know, like any other game. Gotta
new
put some time
players,
on it and
players like
effort.
yourself, players that are
Yeah,
trying
just
to
learn.
get into the game. You know, so that, you know, you're not dealing with the public. You're not posting forums up on Reddit, you know, who can help me, or you're not typing in the global chat, can someone explain this? Because there's a lot of jerk offs in the game that have been playing the game as long as I have, and they sit there like, well, if I figure it out, so can you, you know, go Google something. And they're just jerk offs about it. And it turns people off. Like, okay, you know what? Like, I don't want to play this game no more. You know.
Yeah.
So like we made this group, you know, to help out people, explain to them, you know, from the very moment they first start playing up until they get the concept of it, or even players that have been playing for, you know, a couple months but haven't played with anyone. They don't really know, you know, they know some of the game but not a whole lot, you know. So like we get more deeper into, you know, why things work differently and things like that. So you mean like you have this Discord? You mean I invited you. You're always welcome in this Discord. Right now, there's not many people that will be in the Discord because most people only play Path of Exile. And right now, with the new league starting in 5 days, you know, with the league starting in 5 days, most of us are taking a break so that we don't get burnt out, because we've been playing the game, you know, consistently every day for the past, you know, 12 weeks.
Right.
You know, we need to take a break from the game, spend time with our families, you know, do real life shit.
Yeah.
And then on the 7th, fuck everything else. We're back.
Right.
Yep, already took off work for Friday, Monday, Tuesday.
Hey, when does it come out anyway?
Friday, 1
This
o'clock
Friday?
EST.
Oh, you guys are
Yeah.
gonna be preparing everything, or with just squads?
You mean like there's, you know, like there's some people, so, you know, I was telling you before about how me, Zuzi, and 2 other guys are running together.
Yeah.
You know, other people,
click-
you know, don't like
If
to
you
run in
click tab, you
groups.
will be able to see
You know,
the
not
zones
at
level.
the very
Usually people
beginning.
start to be
You know, they just
2-3
want
levels
to,
under the zone level, so you can tell if you're killing
you
them
know,
in the race.
progress by themselves because
Yo,
it's easier.
Randy, thanks for the
Monsters
tip,
don't,
bro. Let me
you know,
go ahead
attack
and
as
hit
hard, stuff like
tab.
that.
So you said, so right now level
but there's
9.
always people in here that, you know, do
So this
like the
zone is
group
level
and
9,
always will,
and I am
you know, invite you to the group.
level 12. So that's
If
the
you're
reason
not
I'm killing
here
them,
on Friday,
I'm higher
you
level
know,
than, so that's why I'm killing them
people
fast.
are always making new characters,
So that really doesn't tell me much, huh?
you know, at
Okay.
random times, or some people can't be here on Friday for when the league actually starts, so they'll be starting later, you know,
Yeah.
Friday night or Saturday, So you mean like if at any point, you know, you want to just hop in, even if you want to just bullshit with us, a lot of times we'll sit here and talk shit. I hope you have thick skin because we make fun of each other. You mean, but like that helps out, you mean, a lot of, you know, the gameplay. Because
Right.
if you were sitting here the entire time, you know, playing the game, you know, just listening to music, you know, that's all fine and dandy. But sometimes just the interaction with other players, even if you're not in a group, you mean like me and Zuzi aren't in a group right now, but it just makes, you mean, you're not really thinking about you're playing the game. You're thinking about, yo, I'm just talking with somebody, just bullshitting.
Yeah, you just chilling.
You just so happen to be pushing buttons.
Right.
You mean, so you're like, you're always welcome. You know, we're always communicating through Discord. I think like out of like the 35 people in Discord, I think like 30 of us have Discord on our phones. So like even when we're at work, or you know, we have one guy who drives a truck for a living. You know, he'll sit there and jump in Discord while he's driving, or message each other while we're working and stuff.
Well, boys, I appreciate all the information that you guys have given me, and thanks for the invite, bro. My wife is calling me right now, so I'm probably head off. But I do appreciate all the information, man. It did, you know, I did learn a few things from you guys. So I just feel like I need to play a little bit more, you know, get used to it, you know. And I, you know, like any other game, you know, you just gotta put some effort on it and some time, and then you just get the hang of it.
Yeah, you mean like once you put time into it, you mean like if you really want to get into the game, I would highly suggest you watching the beginner guide, introduction, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll check those videos.
And then if you hop in tomorrow, you mean if you're, you know, level 10 or whatever the case may be, whatever, you know, like I'll make a character and I'll run through the content with you, like I was explaining before.
Yeah, dude, for sure, man.
All right, man.
All right,
you
boys.
enjoy your night. Tell the wife I said.
Later. Alright, guys. Alright, boys. Whoever's watching and that has given me also, you know, some tips about the game, I appreciate you guys over there on Facebook, Twitch. Appreciate all the feedback, all the help. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Let's spend some time with the wife, get some food and stuff. I won't be on tonight. Probably be on tomorrow. Gotta, you know, get the hang of the game more. And yeah, we'll see what's up. But thanks for stopping by on the stream, and again, thanks for the help, tips. And if you guys want to see more, I don't know if you guys want to join me, or you know, just stop by the stream, hit that follow, or go ahead and hit that follow me, or hit that like on the gaming page, my gaming page on Facebook. And I'll see you guys, hopefully I'll see you guys next stream. Alright, boys, have a good night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.